Probably, Dr. Lorenzo, you want to bounce in this question, please.
It just continuing on what you were saying. As I mentioned in my previous intervention, I have said that there was a regulation that was approved in 2017. In that regulation, it establishes different national committees that is composed by all the agencies that have interest on ship, cargo, and port. We mean all the agencies. Security, safety, all the agencies. We have a national level, we have a local level. And then these, in different levels, there are some decisions that they can take in order to, a circumstance that can deal or let them or take them to take a decision. So we have the committees, two different committees, national and local one, as Mr. Alba mentioned.
We have a local committee that meets twice by month.
Okay.
Yes. Has a government entity. We are all invited to meet to
ensure
coordination with them.
Probably, Dr. Stallone, when we talk about, it's not only collaboration, but effective collaboration to have seamless information sharing. So, anything you want to add on this particular topic about information sharing?
Thank you. This is music from my ears. Thank you so much. And indeed, the multi-agency approach is something that all the countries should try to achieve. I'm happy, I'm really glad to learn that, Mozambique and Maputo in particular, at national level and local level, they are well organized. So it means that the local committee meets every 15 days.
Yeah.
So I understand that in between the meetings, the information sharing does not take place. What it was just, an aphorism, yes. I would just rephrase myself and I would put it on an operational level, because this is what is important. When a vessel is calling to a port, the information which all the stakeholders, the custom, the immigration, the Ministry of Environment, the police, yes, the CERNIC, they need to have this collaborative approach. And the information should be shared amongst themselves. Because according to their national mandate, the legal mandate, each and everybody can provide that small piece of information which will enable then the decision maker to take the decision at the right time, not every 15 days. And this is where in the port security program, the port security program by itself is trying to support a wider regional maritime security architecture, which has been already developed in the wider Indian Ocean region. It was a concept which was developed by my director, Mr. Raj Mohamir. It's an architecture which is nowadays composed by several countries, which has been countries who are willing to cooperate, countries who share the same concerns and the same threats. Because don't forget, individually you fail, united you can stand. I just want to enclose on this point. What the port security program is trying to establish is a setup of a national information sharing and coordination center. a center where all those stakeholders who are committed and they are involved with the activities coming at sea can sit and can talk each other and can share that pieces of information.
Dr. Rosen Sofia, there is a part of the question that mentions about, when we talk about multi-agency approach, when we talk about information sharing, so it's about also about having incident response or response to a catastrophe, response to an accident with a multi-agency aspect or enforcement of security protocols. So can you give us some example how it happens if there is an accident or if there is any specific case, how all the agencies work together? So if you can share with us some example or give us some views on this.
I would say, fortunately, fortunately, until now, nothing has happened that has made this multi-agency, each of them having an act. Fortunately, but as Mr. Stallone was saying, and yesterday I have mentioned that we as a country we must be prepared for. We don't know when and then how. We don't know when and how and who. So if we don't know how, we don't have answers for these three questions. So we must be prepared.
Ready.
We must have this information sharing ready. We must have this effective collaboration running. Otherwise we will be late when we think on organizing ourselves. It's what I wanted to.
I want to share the experience that we had last year. Mm-hmm. We made a large exercise that we...
A simulation.
Simulation, yes. But we involved all agencies. Was bomb threats. We have good results. We have good communication. We have good collaboration. Was more limit. We involved all. We involved has law enforcement. We involved public institutes like fire brigades, CERNIC,
health and safety.
This exercise made impact in our society because some of the people who are in the exercise made a photo and shared it with relatives using WhatsApp. That information goes to the communication, one television that made it as a news that in Maputo port was found someone who was carrying a bomb. That information so expired for all
spread.
Yeah. And after the exercise, we came to the media. That make his wasn't a real situation, was exercise, simulation, to make us, if it will happen in our port, what we can do. So what was good for us?
So that's perfectly answer my question, because when we talk about multi-agency approaches, so when you have simulations like this, so you can see the gaps or where things are not working and you can try to remedy this. So may I come to the floor now? If you have any questions pertaining to this very topic about information sharing, or the mechanism of getting all the agencies work together. So any questions pertaining to this topic?
About the sharing information, which platform can you use? They are using to share with each other. Then, when this information go out from the group, what the company should do?
So what you want to say, is there any information going out?
Yes.
For society.
What happens?
Yes.
So,
For society.
Yes.
Information escape.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
so is it this your question?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, please.
Okay. As my colleague Sonia was saying that there's a meeting every 15 days. If you understood what Mr. Stallone was saying, is that this program, one of the aim of this program is to establish a mechanism for this information sharing. So now we don't have a real platform. We can use what is available, WhatsApp, yes, a group. This committee is a group where the information is shared. Is what we are using now. But next time when we get involved in this program, we can have a platform.
The port security program, which we are implementing also in Mozambique, foresees the setup of a mechanism, an information exchange mechanism, specifically on cargo and passengers, for the purpose of port security and safety of navigation. You might know that there are other existing platforms for other purposes, for commercial purposes, for social purposes, but what the port security program is trying to implement, and it will implement, is this platform, this mechanism, which will not be open to the public. It will be composed by the authorities who will decide who should have access to it. For instance, do you think that the customs can have access to this platform? I think so, because the customs is involved with the goods, the merchandise. Do you think that the immigration department or CERNIC could be one of the users of this platform? I think so, because when cruise seafarers are coming, their identity needs to be verified before they can go on shore. Do you think that the Capitaneria di Porto or the harbour master should be connected into this platform? Yes, because he needs to know well in advance when the vessel is coming to the port, so he can start organizing the commercial operations. At present, as yesterday I've learned, this mechanism is not implemented yet in Maputo. And this is something which we are trying, with the support, the financial support of the European Union, to establish in the port security program beneficiary countries. Once this national platform is implemented in all the ports, in all the countries, they can be eventually connected regionally. This is a mechanism which is already existing in other continents, and I am always referring to Europe because I did work for more than 24 years with the Italian Coast Guard, and we developed for the EU member states, and it is still there working, because safety of navigation, port security is not only a business of one country, but it affects all the countries.
You asked me, what if the information is shared? If you may recall, you understood what Mrs. Sonia said, that the information that was a bomb in the port has escaped. What we can do to prevent panic? What we can do if the information is shared? In my view, I think this mechanism also will bring something that is going to involve the media. Because if there the liar is repeated several times, becomes the truth.
Yeah, of course.
Somehow. So, if we have the media involved in the program, it's easier to take the information to the people that know just relax.
Really?
Because really, if it escapes this kind of information, it can be a panic. People
Of
can
course.
be running.
Yeah, everywhere.
Here in down city, we know that it's a crowded one. Imagine if you said there's a bomb somewhere.
Someone
And then
starts running.
what we can do so that we can prevent panic is to involve, I think, correct people and then the media.
Yes, morning.
My name is Mario. And the last question is how the employers are trained and prepared to handle the emergency situation at ports.
The ICPS code, it has as obligation regular exercise for those who are working on the port and then for those who are involved on implementing ISPS code. Regularly, it must be updated,
Trained.
trained. The ISPS code brings this as an obligation.
Even tabletop exercise, they have an obligation to do regularly for all employees, all stakeholders, and public agencies.
The more you train, the more you get experience, the more you address the deficiencies, the more you become responsive. This is why when the port security program was conceived in 2018, there was also a plan to conduct exercise at national level and at regional level. In fact, next September there will be a joint exercise which will be run in Tanzania, where from the incident or a terrorist attack on board of a vessel, what is that all the authorities, including the workers which are in the port, will do, how they prepare, how they react. This regional exercise will be done in all the countries, including Maputo. Because when something real happens, then you need to know who does what to do in case of that emergencies. If the person which was mentioned in the contingency plan is still alive, or he has changed his job, or his mobile is off, is not working anymore. So, the more you test, the better.
Dr. Lorenzo, so it's about public awareness, raising awareness. When we talk about public awareness and community involvement, who play a significant role in port security, what strategies or initiatives can be implemented to educate and engage the local community in Maputo about the importance of port security? So this is the first part of my question. What strategies or initiatives can be implemented to educate and engage the local community in Maputo about the importance of port security? And the second part is, how can public participation be encouraged to enhance security measures and report suspicious activities?
As we have said previously, that there is a powerful tool that is called the media. That's one of the tools.
So you engage the media?
Yes, engage the media. But also our country is organized in such a way that we can talk in small communities, okay, using that we call community.
So it is the authority who goes to the...
Yes, we call community leaders. We have the community leaders. So, because in our country is a place that is the media, you cannot reach.
Yeah, of course.
But we have to use the local community leaders to talk with them so that they can understand that they are part of security, port security. how can encourage them? As I said when I was asking that question, that what was done for transporters, the local ones, transporters of passengers, what was done is sensitize.
Sensitize.
Saying.
So what do you do to sensitize, for example?
What do we do? What we are planning to do?
Okay, please.
Yes, planning to do is instead of as I said, instead of only using media, just talk to the people.
You go to them.
Just a small pamphlets.
Okay.
Yes,
Distribute information
and then,
sheets.
Yes, also schools, using schools.
That's nice.
This is one way. We have the students here.
Yes.
I think the knowledge that they are going to get from here, they also will share with
They will pass on the information.
So, involving schools, involving community leaders, involving media, I think in this way, is the way to encourage the community to participate on port security. Thank you.
Maybe, Sonia, you want to add something concerning the public awareness, and what are the initiatives or strategies? What Dr. Lorenzo said, if you want to add on this.
Okay. I will share the experience that I have before.
Please.
After that incident, the incident that Mr. Machado mentioned, we started to go to the local community to talk with the leaders, and the leaders pick us to have a meeting with the local persons to pursue, to sensitize that persons that someone can give you money to pick him near to the port to drop the somethings.
Yeah.
You don't accept.
Okay.
You don't accept.
So you educate somehow.
People, even the kids from the primary school. You go there to sensitize the kids about the risks, about the threats, and about the importance of the port. That ways we use to educate.